Hey guys, my name is Anita and welcome to DIY Varsity. So today we'll be making this crop top out of an old sweater. So let's get the show on the road. So the thing you're going to need is a leftover or an old sweater. You need some elastic band and optional. If you have embellishment, then it's good to go. So you want to impute the length of the top, both ways, and then you want to pick your ruler and then rule a straight line in order to help you guide you through the cutting phase. I made the breast point 11 centimeter inches, so it might differ from yours. So, and then you want to impute the measurement of your waist. Next, you want to move next to your bust measurement and then the upper measurement. Then you want to connect the measurement all together and cut this out. And this is what it should look like after that. And you want to mark the front and the back panel so that you can tell them apart from each other. Then you have to pick the back panel because you want to slope the back a bit so that it will be a bit lower. It won't be going up and folding at the back. It won't look nice. So that's why we're creating this slope with a 2 centimeter. Then you want to cut this out, and afterwards you want to spread out the front panel and then the back panel. You want to place both on each other. Confirm your measurement once again. So this is my measurements. I divided both by 2. Each of my measurements are divided into 2, and then you see what we have there. So you want to clip both sides of these patterns together, and we're preparing this to take it to the sewing machine, and you want to run a straight sewing on both sides. And afterwards, this is it being overlocked, so it gives it a clean and crisp clear edges so that it won't be peeling off. And now I'll be making the straps with this leftover fabric. Based on what I have left, I can only have about 9 centimeter width. So, and this is what I'm checking out. I have to confirm that this measurement is equal and everything is on point. So I want to divide this into 2 by marking it in the middle at the center, so I can have 4.5 on both sides or more. And then you want to cut this out, and this is what it looks like afterwards. So once you're done with that, you want to get your office pin and then pin this out because we'll be taking it to the sewing machine. So the pin is there to guide you through, so it won't be flipping over, and then it can guide you as a beginner for you to be able to get this right. So obviously you can see that I'm using this cutter to push the fabric through because it's a sweater and it's kind of like bulky, and as a beginner you need stuff to help you out and to explain how to go about it for you to be able to get this easier. So this is what it looks like afterwards, and this is what it looks like after I've turned it to outside. And then we need the elastic band like I measured in the first place. So for the upper part we have 77 centimeter and the lower part we have 68 centimeter. So what you want to do next is fold this together, and then you want to take it to the sewing machine and run a 1/2 inch stitch on the side to hold it together, and this is what it looks like afterwards. You want to mark the center of the other side, yes, of both elastic band, so this can be your guiding point. So the 77 centimeter is for the upper part and the 68 is for the lower part. So you want to use your office pin to hold this around the waist, and once you are through with that, we'll repeat the process for the upper bust as well, and this is what it looks like afterwards, pinned and dusted. So we want to move this to the sewing machine and then run stitches around the edges. It has to be like 1/4 of an inch, not an inch. You don't need that much because the sweater itself is a crop top and we don't have that much fabric to waste. And after that, you want to turn this inward to tape it inside. So you want to run through the elastic. Just take your time to not pull the elastic, just go with the flow, and this is what it looks like afterwards. We've done that for the lower part and as well as the upper part as well. Let the side seam face each other, and then you want to get your tape rule and measure 10 centimeter on the first part and then the back of the first part. Then you want to repeat this same process on the other side as well, and also the back of the other side, which is the back side. Then you want to unfold this, get your straps, and we want to measure the exact length we need for this, which is actually 35 centimeter. It's a bit stretchy, so it's kind of like stretched out when I was sewing it. So you want to do that for the other strap as well. Ensure that these 2 straps are equal. No one should be longer than the other one. It should be equal. We need this crop top to be perfect. So you want to pin this to each other at the front, and then you want to repeat the same process at the back as well. But make sure that it's not folding. If not, you won't have a cohesive strap. So the next thing, you want to take this to the sewing machine and run a stitch. You might want to reverse a few times so that you can for durability, and this is what it looks like afterwards. But if you want to, you can leave it as it is, and if you decide to add embellishment, go ahead with it. So this is the embellishment I have, and this is me arranging it on the crop top. And finally, we'll be using a silicone white glue to attach this to it, and voila, this is what it looks like. I'm really happy about this crop top, which means that upcycling is a new cool. You don't have to waste your money. You don't have to always buy new clothes. You can always make use of what you have and then give it a new life and make it magical. So you wouldn't know that this crop top was made out of an old sweater. Definitely it looks gorgeous on me, and this is me feeling myself, so don't blame me, girl. What you should do is go in there, find your old sweater and make magic like this, and let me know how it turns out. So thanks for watching. Love you guys. See you next week. Bye.